Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the second quarter of 2024. So this will cover April, May, and June. So as I was shuffling your cards, I got this sort of weird daydreamy vision of locks and keys. And I felt really guided to say to you, if you just moved somewhere new or something like that, make sure to make a spare key of your house and give it to someone you trust who lives nearby. Okay, and also make sure that you are keeping track of all of your keys and bringing them with you wherever you go. Okay, I don't know why I feel so guided to say that. Maybe some of you need to hear that in order to prevent accidentally locking yourself out of somewhere and needing to call an emergency lock service or something like that. We are going to dive into your reading now, and we are going to use the animal spirit deck to see what animal spirit wants to represent the second quarter for you. You have the vulture coming out, Taurus. Okay, I am seeing a lot of not like frugal, but making the most out of things that are sitting around your house, finding use for things that have just not been used in a long time. I don't know why that's coming out. Another thing here, I feel like you have a sharp eye on a lot of people in your life at this time, seeing how they treat you, seeing how they treat others, and creating quite a perception of them because of that. You are totally 100% aware of the people around you, very, very observational, and I'm also getting a sort of protective energy. Like I have eyes like a hawk, eyes like a vulture. I see how people interact with other people, and I determine whether I trust them or not based on that. It seems like for some of you as well, you're sort of tallying up different behaviors that someone is directing towards you and forming an opinion on how they feel about you because of that. For example, maybe you have like a mutual friend or something and you notice that they always tend to stand near you or like put their hand on you or always come up and talk to you, flirt with you, whatever. And you're like, oh, this person likes me. Or vice versa. Someone who claims to like you, claims to be your friend, and they never invite you out. They never do this, they never do that. I'm seeing a sort of tally going on in your head, paying attention to all words as well as actions, and just really formulating your opinions on people based off that. The Moonology card that's coming out for you during this quarter is the new moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. Guys, this is so significant because this is literally happening during this quarter on the 8th, and this energy will carry out for the rest of the quarter, even though it's only happening on the 8th. So I actually want to read this card for you from the book because it's literally happening. So it's so significant that it's coming out for you at this time. So let's see if I can find it in the booklet. Ah, yes, new moon eclipse. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation that you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work. But be prepared. It could be quite a ride, and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead to somewhere better than where you are at this moment. Wow, so you're being guided during this quarter to make changes, go out more, get out of your comfort zone, get out of your routine. If you've been doing the same thing today that you did yesterday and the day before and the day before, this is your sign to change up that routine. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason that you'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. Oh my gosh, Taurus, this resonates so deeply. I don't know, sometimes a channeled message will come through and I'm like, yes, this is it, this is the stuff right here. I feel this for so many people. Taurus, are you ready to leave that comfort zone, to leave the people or jobs or location, culture that is no longer working for you? Because you know what? You're wanting change. You're asking the universe, hey, I really would love this new energy, new love, new money, new whatever. And the universe is replying and saying, okay, are you ready to step through this portal? that will take you to the reality that you desire. In order to step through this portal, you have to confirm with us that you're willing to let go of the past, because nothing will be the same once you step through this portal. There will be certain relationships, certain energies that are in your life currently that can step through this portal with you, but there's no guarantee on who and what that will be. And you will most certainly have to walk away from older energies, your old stories. Taurus, for some of you, this is like, some of you may be moving, leaving behind beloved coworkers, or even leaving behind your exes, your old friends. The people who just, their actions don't match their words. I am seeing you release that. You're being put on the right path, and there is nothing to fear. So never mind the past. Life evolves every single day. Yes, 1,000 times yes, you're being shunted towards your life purpose. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. This is an important turning point in your life. And the teaching of the new moon eclipse is that they are among the most exciting astrological events. They herald a complete change of pace. It's as though you're headed in one direction, probably being guided by your ego, and then here comes the divine, the goddess, the spirit, to turn you instead to face the direction that you actually need to go. Regardless of whether or not there is a new moon eclipse happening when you pull this card, it's a powerful affirmation of positive turnarounds. And the amazing thing is there actually is a new moon eclipse happening for us. So the fact that this card came out for you is so powerful. So powerful. You are fully harnessing the energies of this eclipse, and this quarter is completely turning you. Like it said, like for the past couple of years, you're like, I'm going in this direction, and you can see the path ahead very clearly. The growth on this path that you're currently on feels a little bit slow though, and it has been feeling slow. And spirit I'm seeing is literally just coming up behind you, grabbing you very delicately by your shoulders and just turning you a little bit. And they're like, this way instead. This will be faster for you. Now, how this will play out in your physical reality will be a lot more major, There will be certain people and situations that you're going to be leaving behind, and a whole new path will emerge for you. Some of you will get the opportunity to move with your job, your career. Some of you may be getting a new career, okay? Some of you may be moving in general. Some of you may be totally leaving behind exes, old friends with benefits, things like that, situationships in the past, and new love is entering. I do feel love quite strongly for you. We're going to see what else comes out for you, but I just want to let you know that I feel that for a lot of you. It just feels like a whole new chapter is opening up. Anyways, the overall spiritual theme and message of this quarter for you is the witness. And I'm going to read this from the book for you as well, so you get a better understanding of what the witness is and what the invitation is with this card, because it is coming out upright. And when these cards come out upright, it is the universe inviting you to make some sort of major change decision during this time. The witness observes without engaging in any action. By cultivating inner stillness, we are able to assess any situation from a higher perspective and make better decisions. And see, I feel like that's why the vulture came out for you to represent this time period. You're definitely seeing things from a higher perspective. And I feel like you're at a point where in the past you may have really worn rose-colored glasses towards certain people and situations that just aren't the best for you. But now you're able to look at it very objectively, and you're like, you know what? As much as I have an attachment towards this person, this place, this thing, they aren't good for me. And so maybe it's best to release this attachment. That's looking at things from a higher perspective. You can acknowledge why you feel so drawn to certain people, the subconscious patterns there, the attachments there, and you can discern from this higher perspective, is this good for me? Is this bad for me? When we can be present for someone else's difficulties with stillness, then we are able to truly hear them and give better advice. Sometimes we can be so still that we are a mirror for the other. Then, through our presence, they receive their own answers. And Taurus, I want to warn you that this stillness, this being a mirror for other people, it can bring out shadows within people that need to be dealt with, and it can bring out light within people that need to be dealt with. And oftentimes, recently, I don't know what you've been doing. You must have been meditating more or journaling more, going to therapy, something like that, where you're able to embody this inner stillness a lot more than you have in the past. And this is definitely going to bring out a lot of craziness in the people around you because you're really just, it's not that you yourself are reflecting back their energies to them, but it's that they see themselves in you. So if they have a lot of shadows that need to be worked through that they've been suppressing, it'll definitely come out in your connection. Okay. The witness that has been by your side all along is now ready to become your ally. You thought that you were the doer, but today you discover that things happen when you get out of the way. Witness creation unfolding before you. Change reality by finding stillness and letting your true intent reveal itself. So this is really powerful stuff. Essentially what this is saying is you're tuning into your divine feminine energy and you're finding stillness and peace within yourself. You're embodying the vibration of that which you want to manifest in this reality, in this world. And by doing that and setting your intentions and making yourself a clear spiritual vessel for your intentions to radiate loudly outside of yourself and to really just be this clear aura, reflective person, you are going to manifest things very quickly for yourself. So I feel like spiritual perfection almost coming out for you this second quarter. A lot of you have been meditating more, doing yoga, journaling, some sort of spiritual practice, which has been totally perfecting your energy, you know? And by perfecting, I mean just like clearing away. Oh, wow. There was a hawk that just flew right by my window. Crazy. Anyways, higher perspective. You're tuning into your higher self. You really are becoming your higher self in this physical form on a day-to-day basis because of the spiritual practice that you've taken on, because it's constantly keeping your energy clear and connecting you back with yourself and stepping into this higher perspective. You know, it's from this spiritual practice over and over and over again every single day that your energy becomes stronger and clearer, you know, not as muddled with negativity and other people's influence and everything. It just becomes, it's like your energy has a higher velocity, a higher impact on this planet because of this. And that will make a lot of change take place in your life during this quarter. I hope that makes sense. Okay, we're going to get 6 cards, 2 rows of 3 from the Good Tarot. They're all face down. I haven't seen any of them, so let's see. First card out is the King of Air. I'm seeing communication coming in from, I don't know, some of y'all have an older, handsome gentleman coming into your life, okay? And if you're someone who's attracted to women, okay, this could be even like a really good friend of yours coming in. Or this could be a more masculine energy woman who is coming in communicating with you. And I love masculine women. Oh my God. By masculine woman, they could wear a dress. They could be the girliest girl on the planet. Has nothing to do with gender or self-expression. Masculine women get stuff done. Okay, they're in charge of the house. They are the ones working, getting stuff done, being ambitious, really going out, being super productive. That's masculine energy. Yang energy has nothing to do with gender. Okay, whereas yin feminine energy, actually, you know what? I feel like this is romantic for you because you are in your feminine energy during this quarter. I don't care if you're the manliest man on the planet. You're in your feminine energy this quarter, okay? We see you going within, perfecting your energy, and manifesting life around you based off of your own vibration. That's feminine energy, baby. That is like totally feminine energy. Anyways, I see a very divine masculine person entering your life, and this is amazing. This is like the healed masculine energy coming through as the King of Air. Very talkative, very communicative. This is someone you could talk to for hours on end. They have a lot of life experience. They're very securely attached, healthy-minded, and confident, in control of themselves. This is someone who loves learning new things. Okay, so even if they're a spiritual person, even if they're, scientific, logical, don't care about anything spiritual-based, this is someone who loves learning. This is someone who is well-read, okay, and very intelligent, so that's beautiful. They have a lot of ideas that come through, and also low-key, very creative as well. There's someone very significant of this nature coming through for you. Taurus, I feel a lot of you have a really great love life this quarter. Love may be entering, especially if you're single. I feel like this new path you're being, put on, there is a love story here. So that's great. We have the Queen of Air coming out in reverse as your second card. So this is a matching couple, guys. Matching couple. And the divine feminine here may need a little bit of work. Okay, so your own divine feminine energies, you should sit in those energies a bit more during this time, going within yourself. Okay, also creating your own story in life, your own interests. I feel for some of you, there is an inner resentment towards masculine energy, towards people in general. Some of y'all may have been a little antisocial, okay? Or just had one too many experiences with divine masculine energy that went pretty poorly, okay? Not divine masculine energy in general, because if it's divine, it won't be traumatizing you. And I don't care what your gender is. You know, you could be a man who feels really uncomfortable around other men, around other masculine people, and you feel way more comfortable around women and divine feminine people. Same message if you are a woman, okay? But I'm kind of getting this energy of like just having a lot of bad experiences with people in general. Some of you may have been thinking recently, like, I just wish I could take a break from people, a break from humanity for a little bit. Almost as if you're this spiritual alien, this angel or higher ascended being who came to this party called Earth to help guide humans. And, it may be in the midst of the party and you're just feeling overwhelmed and you just need to either go to the bathroom to reset or step outside for a cigarette break, whether you smoke or not, just to have a quiet moment by yourself. And you're craving that, but on this planet. It's like, man, I just wish I could, go out to outer space for, a few minutes, get entirely away from all of the noise and problems and issues of humanity for a little bit and just breathe and reset. I am seeing an inner craving for that. So you can achieve that through meditation. All right, you really can. And I am seeing that is needed here. Heart chakra meditation may be required for a lot of you, cleansing your heart space of this resentment that has built up. Some of you, when you meet someone new, you may be a bit colder or very slow to open up, very slow to feel comfortable around other people. And some of you may feel that your ability to feel comfortable in certain social situations may be permanently damaged. Okay, I understand that. I personally feel very uncomfortable in family settings. When I'm spending time with other people's families, I just get awkward. I don't know why. My own family situation growing up was very toxic, so I just don't really feel 100% comfortable and resonant in these family environments. But it's weird because if I were to meet people of the same personality, age, everything, in a different setting, I'd be totally social, fine, and dandy, it's the weirdest thing ever. And I don't know, I think Spirit is using that as an example of the energy that you're going through, where you may feel that your ability to feel comfortable in a certain setting is permanently damaged, and Spirit's saying that's not true. And that may be something that you want to reflect on in your next meditation or shamanic journey or journaling session, therapy session, whatever it is that you do, whatever that spiritual practice is, reflect on that, because that may be a wee bit of a blockage on this new path that you're being put on. Very fascinating. Okay, we have the Queen of Water in reverse. So two queens, both in reverse, next to each other. Yeah, the divine feminine needs some attention. Put something on your altar for goddess energy, for goddesses. Connect deeper with goddesses. And perhaps give more time and attention to the feminine people in your life. Really, really interesting. You may have a hard time connecting. It's funny, I was about to say hard time connecting with other goddesses, other divine feminine energy people, but I just said that for divine masculine. So it's like, do you just have a hard time connecting with people in general? Two queens next to each other, I'll be honest, it can show a little bit of discomfort in a particular relationship of yours with someone who's has like a similar gender expression to you, or of equal caliber to you. So this could be problems with like a sibling or even like a motherly figure, something. Let's see what else comes out. I need more clarity. We have the Four of Air in reverse. Fascinating. I keep coming back to this desire, this need to just really, really harness this energy to the max by going deep, deep, deep within yourself. We have the Nine of Water in reverse. Inner healing is probably the major theme of this entire quarter for you. Okay, and opening yourself up, allowing this new wave of healing to come through, opening yourself up to this new path that's coming forward. And I do see external love coming towards you once you stop trying to use external love as a distraction from the things that you don't like about your life currently. Or an escape from that Page of Water in reverse. That, oh my gosh, so much water and air. You have 3 water cards, 3 air cards. You may be dealing with water signs and air signs. Okay, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And these energies are conflicting because water flows, it's emotional, it's creative, it's open, it's warm, it's sensual, it wants a lot of our time. You know, it wants to be with us always. And then air is a little bit more biting and cold, intelligent, sharp, quick-witted. So it's a fascinating combination. I definitely feel like there are some emotions for you to sort out and deal with. There are people who you have confusing relationships with. You know, you may feel emotional attachment to certain individuals who are simply not in your best interest anymore. And I'm also seeing a need to take better care of yourself. It's like you've been being in this Queen of Air reversed energy, sort of keeping yourself at a distance from people, having a biting sense of humor, not really letting people in genuinely. Even if you're a social person, even if you love socializing, you really haven't been letting people in. A little bit in your hermit energy. And you've been doing that as a defense mechanism because, like I said, you got hurt one too many times by people. And you just need a break away from people to just breathe, recenter yourself, and come back. Very complicated emotions will be coming up to be dealt with and surrendered. I feel like you're actually headed on a really great path. But yeah, you're being asked to be on top of your mental health. Dive deep. There's another wave of healing coming here, for sure. And there's good love, which is totally, it makes sense because whenever we have unconditional love enter our life, new relationships enter our life, new happiness enter our life, it does bring out some lingering shadows within us that need to be dealt with, that need to be worked through. Fascinating. Page of Water in reverse. I mean, there is love, a love offer wanting to come forward for sure. So make sure you energetically put yourself into a place where you're open and accepting of this. This reading is really difficult for me to do, I'm going to be honest, because all of the messages that are coming through for you are very like trippy, very like spiritual, emotional, divine feminine type of energy. It's hard to put into practical words and give you a practical like prediction on what's going to happen during this quarter, because the changes that are taking place are very emotional and thought based. And obviously that will lead to changes in the physical realm. But wow, this theme of like attachments versus emotions, what's good for me versus what's not good for me is coming out. And I see you taking on this great perspective. Like honestly, you are tuning so deeply in with your higher self. And that's why the second round of deep, deep healing is coming through for you. You're being asked to rest more if you feel called to. Definitely meditate more. Do your spiritual practice more. Because 4 of your cards that came up are court cards. Dealing with people. It'll be a very social time for you this second quarter. And 3 of those 4 court cards are in reverse. Okay, so there's a lot of themes coming up in your relationship with other humans, with your peers, with the people around you, because you've been putting up defensive walls, not letting people in quite as deeply as you should, due to your history, due to whatever. And these walls protected you. But the changes that you want to see in your life are on the other side of these walls. And these are inner psychological spiritual walls that need to be torn down, which is why I'm seeing so much spiritual work and emotional work being done at this time. I hope that makes sense. I would highly recommend you Taurus to watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs this quarter, especially because there's certainly more to this quarter ahead for you. So you can go check that out in all of your signs, not just this one. Wow, and I just saw the number 321, 3:21 p.m. That's a descending number. I rarely see descending numbers. I see like 100 billion angel numbers all throughout my day. Every time I look at anything that has any number on it, the clock, license plate, for some reason it always is an angel number. I don't know if anyone else has the same problem, but it's never descending. So this is a big sign of like regression and going back into that healing space that you were in, where a lot of change and dramatic things happen. Yeah, you also don't have any major arcana cards here, which shows that this quarter isn't going to be the most dramatic time of your life. But yeah, there's a lot of inner change taking place, which is going to be leading you to a lot of dramatic change. I hope that made sense. Yeah, watch for your sun, moon, rising, Venus signs. Definitely like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.